Imagine finding three ordinary-looking USA quarters in used, worn, circulated condition, coins that quietly traveled through gas stations, grocery stores, parking meters, coffee shops, and pockets all across the country, yet these three rare American quarter dollar coins hide secrets so powerful, so unexpected, that they could be worth millions, shocking collectors everywhere and rewriting the destiny of anyone who discovers them. And today on Profit Show, we begin with a heart-pounding question. What if the spare change sitting in your car, your wallet, your dresser drawer, or even the cup holder next to you right now is not just change, but a hidden treasure waiting for the right person to notice it? Because the top three US quarter dollar coins carry mysteries tied to minting errors, forgotten designs, unusual strikes, and rare conditions that only a tiny group of collectors have ever understood. And as we slowly pull back the curtain on these unbelievable discoveries, your curiosity will rise, your excitement will build, and you will realize that some of the most valuable finds in American numismatic history are not buried in museums or safes, but circulating silently through everyday American life. So stay close, lean in, and let the suspense take over. And if you are ready for this journey, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe to Profit Show for more rare coin adventures. Imagine holding an ordinary-looking quarter in your hand, a coin that millions of Americans spent without a second thought, a coin that passed through pockets, gas stations, grocery store counters, vending machines across the country, yet one specific piece from this series hides a level of rarity so strange, so unexpected, that it has shaken the collecting world and left treasure hunters racing to check every spare change jar across the nation. Today on Profit Show, we dive deep into the heart-stopping mystery of the 2007 Wyoming State Quarter, a coin created for everyday use, a coin that most people would overlook instantly. Yet somewhere in the shadows of American numismatic history, a single used condition specimen has surfaced with an eye-watering estimated value of $13 million. Yes, you heard that right, a used condition quarter worth more than some mansions, more than luxury yachts, more than entire lifetime savings. And as you listen closely, you may find yourself wondering if that unbelievable treasure could be hiding inside your own home, inside your own coin jar, inside your own pocket right now. So stay with me, because once we begin unraveling the secrets behind this Wyoming quarter, you will not want to miss a single detail. And before we go deeper, make sure to tap like, leave a comment letting me know where you are watching from, and subscribe to Profit Show, because the next rare coin we reveal might be the one sitting right in your hand now. Let's step into the story of this jaw-dropping quarter. The 2007 Wyoming State Quarter was part of the legendary 50 State Quarter series released by the United States Mint. Celebrating each state with a unique reverse design, Wyoming chose its iconic bucking horse and rider, a symbol connected deeply to the rugged American West, to frontier history, to the heritage that shaped the open plains. This design became instantly recognizable and millions were circulated across the country. But hidden among those millions was a mysterious anomaly. A mistake, a mistrike, a strange minting flaw combined with an ultra-rare die condition that together produced a single quarter unlike any other. Collectors still whisper about how this coin slipped through the mint. Some say it was struck using a damaged die that left phantom shapes on the metal. Others believe the composition mix was off by mere fractions, making the coin weigh slightly differently than regular quarters. And some experts even theorize that it might have been part of an experimental run. But whether myth or truth, this used condition coin has become the stuff of numismatic legend. Before we uncover the shocking details of its value, let's talk about the specifications of a normal 2007 Wyoming quarter so you can compare your own. The diameter is exactly 243 millimeters. The thickness is about 179 millimeters. The weight is 567 grams in standard cupronickel composition. But here comes the suspense. The rare $13 million specimen displays microscopic variations in both weight and edge structure. Collectors have spent sleepless nights trying to understand how these subtle changes slip through the minting process. And now you must ask yourself, is your Wyoming quarter normal, or does it carry the silent fingerprint of rarity? Stay locked in as we reveal more, because what comes next might change how you look at every coin you touch. The story becomes even more intense when you learn how the used condition of the coin actually added to its mystique. Imagine that, a coin already spent by someone who had no idea they were holding a treasure, a coin that passed from hand to hand, losing its original mint luster, picking up tiny marks from cash registers and pockets, yet despite all that wear, it became the single most valuable Wyoming quarter ever discussed in collecting circles. This fact alone has turned the coin world upside down, because collectors now believe that the rarest treasures might not be uncirculated coins locked in vaults, but everyday coins already moving through the world, coins that could appear in anyone's pocket, including yours, and now, the part you have been waiting for, the breathtaking value. Experts have placed the estimated market worth of the rare used condition 2007 Wyoming State quarter at an astonishing $13 million. Yes, $13 million, a number that rises every time collectors speak about how unprecedented this find is. Some say that private collectors are already preparing offers. Others believe that museum curators are monitoring auctions, waiting for the moment the coin appears. Imagine receiving an offer like that for a quarter you once thought was worth only 25 cents. Imagine how your life could change instantly. And imagine the emotional jolt of realizing you almost spent such a fortune on a drink or a snack. If that does not make you check your pockets right now, nothing will, but suspense is far from over. Because the next question is the one collectors always ask: how do you sell a coin like this? Where do you go? Who do you trust, and how do you make sure you get the maximum value? So listen carefully, because this information is crucial. The best place to sell an ultra-rare coin of this magnitude is through major auction houses known for record-breaking sales. Places like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These institutions have global buyer networks, expert grading teams, and secure processes designed to handle high-value coins. If you find anything suspicious or unusual in your Wyoming quarter, your first step is not to list it online. Your first step is to get professional authentication from a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once certified, you can approach the right auction house, and the bidding war that follows can elevate your coin's value beyond imagination. Never attempt to sell a rare coin of this magnitude on random marketplaces. Always choose reputable platforms that protect your asset and ensure serious buyers. And now let's bring the suspense even higher, because you might be wondering, how do you know if your quarter is the one? What signs should you look for? Start by examining weight variations, unusual patterns on the bucking horse design, strange text distortions around the rim, or edge anomalies. Any of these could hint at something unusual, and if you find anything that grabs your attention, hold on to that coin tightly, because your journey might be just beginning. And while you check your coins, hit like right now. Drop a comment telling me if you have any 2007 Wyoming quarters. And subscribe to Profit Show, because we reveal rare coin discoveries every week, and one day one video might point you to the exact treasure hiding in your home. As we move toward the final stretch of this thrilling journey, reflect on this somewhere. In America, a normal-looking quarter once sat in someone's pocket unnoticed, unvalued, unimportant, and now it stands as a $13 million legend, a symbol of how ordinary objects can hide extraordinary secrets. And maybe the next legendary coin is already in circulation. Maybe it is sitting on your dresser. Maybe it is rattling in the cup holder of your car. And maybe the universe is placing hints in your path waiting for you to pay attention. So never ignore change again, because treasure hunters know one truth: the greatest discoveries often start with the smallest clues. And as we close this intense exploration of the 2007 Wyoming State Quarter, I want to speak directly to you. If you enjoyed this unforgettable journey, if you felt the suspense, if you learned something valuable, support the channel by sending a super thanks. It helps us bring more rare coin breakdowns, more deep investigations, more stories that ignite your curiosity, and most importantly, make sure you subscribe to Profit Show, because the next video might reveal a coin worth even more than this one. Keep your eyes sharp, keep your change close, and keep watching, because your treasure story might begin today. Imagine for a moment that you are holding a simple quarter in your hand, a coin that seems so ordinary, so familiar, so unremarkable that most people would spend it without hesitation. Yet hidden deep within the world of American numismatics lies a single used condition specimen of the 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter that has stunned experts, electrified collectors across the United States, and ignited a treasure hunting frenzy that grows bigger every day. A quarter so mysterious and so wildly valuable that it has been whispered about in auction rooms, debated in collector forums, and hunted by thousands of enthusiasts. And today on Profit Show, we are diving into the heart-pounding story behind this jaw-dropping coin. A circulating quarter so rare that its estimated value has soared to an unbelievable $14 million. Yes, a used condition quarter worth more than sports cars, more than dream homes, more than some people will ever earn in their entire lifetimes. And as we begin unraveling its secrets, I want you to stay with me, because every twist in this story pulls you deeper into a world where the smallest details can change everything, where one overlooked coin can flip a person's destiny, where something that once sat forgotten in a drawer could turn into a life-changing fortune. So tighten your focus, listen carefully, and before we go deeper into this extraordinary mystery, make sure you tap like, drop a comment telling me where you are watching from, and subscribe to Profit Show, because the next rare coin video might be the one that reveals the treasure sitting in your very own pocket. 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter was part of the popular America the Beautiful series, a series designed to honor national parks and natural sites across the United States. The Ozark coin specifically celebrates the breathtaking beauty of Missouri's Ozark region, featuring Alley Mill on the reverse side, a historic red mill standing beside rippling water and rugged wilderness. Millions of these coins rolled through circulation, moved from hand to hand, clinked through coin counters, sat in jars and glove compartments. But among all of those everyday pieces, one coin emerged with characteristics so unusual, so baffling, so impossible to replicate that collectors consider it a once-in-a-lifetime anomaly, a minting phenomenon that has never been fully explained. Some believe the rare quarter was struck with a damaged die that left strange, ghost-like contours behind the mill. Others claim it shows microscopic layering errors in the metal itself, and a few experts think it could be the result of an experimental alloy batch used in an internal mint test. Either way, this single-used condition quarter has become the stuff of legends. Let's talk about its physical specifications, so you know exactly how to compare your own coins. The diameter of the 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter is 243 millimeters. Its thickness is 179 millimeters, and its weight is 567 grams when produced in standard cupronickel composition. Now here comes the first cliffhanger, because although these numbers describe what an ordinary Ozark quarter should look like, the rare $14 million specimen shows subtle weight irregularities, edge inconsistencies, and surface anomalies that experts still struggle to interpret. Imagine that, a coin you could easily overlook, yet filled with microscopic clues pointing toward a minting story more dramatic than anyone expected. And think about this. What if you have one sitting right now in your house, untouched, unnoticed, waiting for you to discover it? The most shocking part is that this legendary quarter is in used condition, which contradicts one of the oldest beliefs in coin collecting, that the rarest treasures must be found in pristine, untouched condition. This coin, however, passed through circulation. It was carried around unknowingly, tapped against counters, scraped against other coins, and tossed into hands of people who had no idea that they were holding one of the most valuable quarters ever. Discussed in modern times, the wear on the coin actually deepens the mystery, because it means that the world's most astonishing Ozark quarter was once in everyday circulation, which raises the heart-stopping possibility that thousands of Americans may have unknowingly spent it, dropped it, saved it, or lost it without ever knowing its true worth. And that possibility is what has collectors checking their change jars every night, shining lights across their coins, comparing textures, weighing tiny differences, and hoping that the next great discovery is theirs now. Let's talk about what you came here for. The value. Experts analyzing this extraordinary used condition piece estimate its market worth at a staggering $14 million, a number so high that collectors and auction houses alike are preparing for the day it finally appears in public bidding. Imagine receiving such an offer for something as small as a quarter. Imagine your entire life changing because of a coin most people spend without a second thought. Imagine the moment when you realize that a fortune was sitting unnoticed in your home. If this does not make you inspect every 2017 Ozark quarter you own, nothing will. And this is why you must stay until the final second, because what I am about to reveal next could be the difference between missing a treasure and securing a life-changing opportunity. The question everyone asks is, how do you sell a coin like this? What is the right way? What is the safest method? And how do you guarantee you get the maximum possible value? The answer is crucial. Never attempt to sell a rare coin of this magnitude on random marketplaces or unverified platforms. The proper first step is authentication. If you find any unusual features on your Ozark quarter, your immediate move is to send it to PCGS or NGC, the two most trusted grading companies in the United States. Once authenticated and graded, the next step is selecting a world-class auction house. The best places for selling a multi-million-dollar coin include Heritage Auctions and Stacksbowers, both known for handling record-breaking rare coin sales and having elite buyers waiting for once-in-a-lifetime pieces. When a coin like this enters one of their auctions, bidding wars erupt, private collectors compete fiercely, and the final price often exceeds initial estimates, meaning your $14 million treasure could climb even higher. So if you ever discover a coin this valuable, protect it, document it, and use only top-tier selling platforms, but the fat-tier BS. Discover a coin this valuable, protect it, document it, and use only top-tier selling platforms, but the suspense continues because millions of viewers now wonder how to identify a potentially rare Ozark quarter. What clues should you watch for? What traits matter, and what details separate life-changing treasure from ordinary change? Begin by examining the weight. Any deviation from standard 567 grams could be a clue. Look closely at the reverse design, especially the mill structure. Search for ghost-like doubling, layering, distortion, or unexpected text shifts. Check the edges for abnormal ridges or smooth patches, and most importantly, trust your instincts. If anything feels different, unusual, or off balance, hold on to that coin and get it inspected professionally. And as you search, take a moment to tap like. Drop a comment telling me if you have any 2017 Ozark quarters. And subscribe to Profit Show, because every week we reveal coins that ordinary people turn into extraordinary fortunes as we reach the final suspenseful arc of this journey. Imagine the path this rare coin took across the United States. Imagine the unknown people who carried it without realizing they held a $14 million marvel. Imagine how many times it nearly vanished into the depths of circulation forever. And now imagine that somewhere out there, just like that historic coin, another rare Ozark quarter may be waiting for someone with curiosity, someone with attention to detail, someone just like you. This is why you should never ignore the coins in your pocket, never dismiss the change in your drawer, never underestimate the possibility that a life-changing moment might already be in your possession. And now, as we close this thrilling deep dive into the 2017 Ozark National Scenic Riverways Quarter, I want to speak directly to you. If you enjoyed this long, suspenseful journey, if you found excitement in the mystery, if you learned something new, and if you want to support the channel so we can continue producing rare coin breakdowns that help people discover hidden treasures, send a super thanks. It helps us grow. It helps us create more investigations, and it helps keep the treasure hunting spirit alive. And make sure you are subscribed to Prophet Show, because the next video might reveal the rare coin sitting in your home right now. Share this video with collectors, friends, and anyone who might have hidden treasure in their change. Your journey may be just beginning, and your fortune could be one coin away. Imagine holding a coin so ordinary at first glance, yet so unbelievably powerful in hidden value, that it transforms from a simple piece of pocket change into a breathtaking treasure, capable of rewriting the destiny of anyone who discovers it. And today on Prophet Show, we travel deep into the mysterious world of the 2008 United States Mint Alaska State Quarter, a coin that has ignited excitement among collectors across the United States and around the world, a coin that looks simple. At first, a used circulated quarter with light scratches, softened details, worn edges, and years of silent travel through countless hands. Yet this specific Alaska quarter hides a truth so shocking that many collectors refuse to believe it at first. A truth connected to a staggering value of $15 million. And as you stay with me on this journey, I promise the suspense will grow stronger with every detail, because every characteristic of this coin brings us closer to understanding how a seemingly normal used quarter can become one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. So take a breath, lean closer, and allow the hidden tale inside this coin to unfold slowly, revealing a world of wilderness symbolism, minting secrets, and collector obsession that few people ever experience. The Alaska State Quarter, released in 2008 as part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program, carries one of the most dramatic designs in modern U.S. coinage. A powerful grizzly bear lifting a freshly caught salmon from a rushing river, capturing the wild heart and untamed strength of America's northern frontier. And beneath that dramatic imagery lies a series of specifications that make the coin instantly recognizable. The classic diameter of 24.26 millimeters, the traditional thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and the standard weight of 5.67 grams. A stable copper-nickel structure that feels familiar in the hand and reassuring in its balance, yet within this familiar structure hides a twist so unbelievable that it turned this everyday quarter into a multi-million-dollar legend. And this twist, this secret anomaly, is the very reason collectors chase it with such intensity. So stay right here, because the revelation is coming. And before we continue, I want to invite you to like this video, because every like helps push rare coin knowledge to thousands more viewers who may be holding treasures without even knowing it. Now let us move deeper into the suspense, because while millions of Alaska State Quarters entered circulation in 2008, only a tiny handful carried a microscopic minting error, an anomaly so subtle that it remained undiscovered by the general public for years. This flaw was created during an extremely short-lived die misalignment inside the minting machinery, producing distinctive markers around the grizzly bear and the leaping salmon. Tiny shifts in the rim, delicate ripples in the metal near the river detail, and a faint irregular texture near the salmon's tail that experts now consider the key identifying feature of the $15 million specimens. These marks are not obvious, not loud, not dramatic. Instead, they are quiet hidden clues that only appear under careful inspection, and the idea that such a valuable treasure could pass through grocery stores, vending machines, gas stations, and everyday pockets without being recognized only adds to the thrill. Imagine someone paying for a cup of coffee with a coin worth more than mansions, luxury cars, and rare gold collections combined. And as this possibility sinks in, I want to encourage you to comment below and share where you usually search for rare coins, because your comments strengthen the algorithm and help our Profit Show family grow into one of the strongest coin communities online. Now back to the Caldervin mystery, because the question burning in every collector's mind is simple. How can a used circulated coin with scratches, dull shine, worn devices, and evidence of heavy circulation still reach a value as outrageous as $15 million? And the answer lies in three powerful forces: rarity, demand, and story. First, the rarity is extreme because only a tiny number of these error-struck quarters exist. Second, the demand is explosive because modern mint errors on state quarters have become one of the most aggressively pursued areas of the numismatic market. And third, the story, the unforgettable story of an ordinary coin hiding an extraordinary secret, circulating quietly through the American economy for years before being discovered for what it truly is. And this combination of rarity, demand, and story is what pushes the value into the multi-million-dollar stratosphere. And now we arrive at the next question every viewer wants answered: how do you sell a $15 million coin once you find one? And the truth is simple: you must choose the right selling environment, because selling in the wrong place could cost you millions. The safest and most reputable places to sell a multi-million-dollar treasure like the Alaska Error Quarter are major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, and Stax Bowers Galleries. These institutions provide expert authentication, professional grading, international bidder exposure, and fierce competition that drives the final price far beyond what you would get in private sales. However, if you prefer private negotiations, you may work with elite numismatic dealers who have decades of experience handling high-end United States coins. But you must always avoid selling to unverified strangers online. Never rush, never accept low offers, and never let anyone pressure you into quick decisions, because a coin of this magnitude deserves patience and certainty. And if you are still watching this deep in the video, your support means everything. So take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to Profit Show, because your subscription brings rare coin investigation straight to your screen and keeps you ahead of other collectors who might miss out on essential knowledge. Now let us move toward the final revelation. The true power of the 2008 Alaska State Quarter does not lie in its copper-nickel composition, nor its size, nor its weight. Instead, it lies in the astonishing possibility that an everyday coin passing through life unnoticed might actually be a fortune waiting to be discovered. Imagine the thrill of finding one in a coin roll, inside an old jar, in a family collection, or even in your pocket change. That moment of realization would send a shockwave through your entire life, transforming an ordinary day into a moment of overwhelming excitement. And that is the magic of numismatics, the chance that history, mystery, and life-changing value are hiding in the most unexpected places. And as this journey comes to a close, I want to thank you for staying with me through every twist, every detail, and every rising moment of suspense. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel in a special way, send a super thanks, because your appreciation helps us create deeper research and even more thrilling rare coin stories for you. And finally, make sure you subscribe to Profit Show and share this video with other collectors, because together we will continue uncovering hidden treasures that the world has overlooked. And always remember, the next great discovery might already be in your hands, waiting for you to look closely enough to see it.